Hi everyone, you're welcome to Critical Talk, a platform where talk are not cheap but make sense, where we talk about those critical things that will help us live a good life. My name is Praise Iworima. In our last edition before the Valentine's Day special, we started a series on habits and how to improve on them. And today we're going to be talking about bad habits and how to do away with them. I know many of us have bad habits that we have been struggling with and we have been trying to break away from. I'm going to give us some steps to breaking free today. The first thing I want you to know is that habits don't just come or go. It takes a process for a habit, especially a bad habit, to come into your life, and it's going to take another process for it to go away. Bad habit is not something you wish away. I've seen so many people, lament and cry and wish their bad habits away. They say, oh, how I wish this thing will live my life. I've done everything. In fact, I'm tired. There's nothing else I can do. I want you to know that it cannot just go away like that. It took a process for it to enter your life, and it's going to take another process for it to go out of your life. I know you have tried in the past to break free and you have failed. I want you to know that it doesn't mean you are going to fail again. It only means that you need a better strategy to break free from the bad habit. You need a better strategy. And today I'm going to be giving us some steps and strategies we can use to break free from our bad habit. Number one is that you must first acknowledge that your habit is bad and you need to do away with it. Do not try to justify the bad habits or the wrong things you are doing. I've seen so many people, they say, this is me. This is how I'm born. There's nothing I can do about it. No, you don't need to justify it, because there is no reason that is good enough to do the wrong things or the bad things. If you haven't seen anything bad in what you are doing, then you cannot be ready to break free from it. Number two is that you need to examine the evil effect or the bad effect of the habit on your life, your family, your job, and your well-being as a whole, and then make up your mind to change. You need to have a holistic and a futuristic picture of the effect of the bad habits on your life. Sometimes you may not really know how bad or how harmful a habit is until you look at its effect on your life, on the people around you in a couple of years. What will happen if you continue with this habit in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? What's going to happen to your life? What's going to happen to your health, your relationship, your job, your goodwill, your environment? By the time you think critically on this, I know this will give you enough reasons to do everything possible to break free from the bad habits. Number three is that the best way to eliminate a bad habit is to replace it with a good one. The best way to eliminate a bad habit is to replace it with a good one. Find an antidote for your bad habit. For example, the antidote for darkness is light. Anywhere there is darkness, all you have to do is to introduce light, and immediately light comes, the darkness will fade away. As simple as that. Anywhere there is cold, if a person is cold and shivery, all you have to do is to introduce heat, and immediately the heat comes, the cold will disappear. So whatever is your bad habit, find an antidote for it. For example, if you want to eat healthier, you have been eating junks before, you will not just stop eating the junk foods, but you will take a step to go ahead to start eating home-cooked meals that combines vegetables with lean proteins, unrefined carbohydrates, and so on and so forth. I have seen many people, they get bored and frustrated after living a bad habit because they don't know the next thing to do. There is a vacuum. They don't know what to do. They are so bored. You don't need to leave a vacuum. I tell you that there is no vacuum in life. you have to fill it with something. Find something to fill up the space, to fill up the negative or the bad habits with. Find a positive thing. You must know exactly what you are taking out of your life and what you need to bring in. What am I taking out? What is the bad habit that is going out of me? And what is the positive thing I have to replace it with? I know we have enjoyed today's edition. I want you to join me on the next edition of Critical Talk, and I want you to join me on my pages, on my Facebook and YouTube page, and then join me on Capital FM every Monday by 9 a.m. Until we see again next edition, I want you to keep on living the good life. Thank you, and God bless you.